Are you a business owner who's introverted and you know you need to network to grow your business, but you're afraid and are resisting it? Let's talk about this today. I've got some ideas that can help you out. Kevin Ware, your action business coach, helping you achieve your business dreams. And I had a question from a client today. We were talking about strategies to grow the more leads coming into the business. And I suggested to her to do some networking. And she was very firm. She goes, Kevin, I am an introvert. I hate schmoozing. And it made me realize that there's probably a lot of introverted business owners who want to grow their business. It can be done effectively through networking strategies, but it stopped you because you don't like schmoozing with other people. So let's get this thing started. I have 7 things that I want to talk to you about that's going to help you start networking and look at networking in a whole different world than maybe you perceive networking. So the first thing we need to talk about is, what is the definition of networking? Now, I came up with this definition, and maybe it won't always fit you, but I believe it really fits overall to what networking is. So my definition of networking is meeting people who you can help and those people being able to help you. The idea of networking is developing contacts with individuals in the marketplace that when you get to know that person, you go, hey, I can help you, because we are always looking for solutions to problems in life. Sometimes we just don't know the solution that's standing in front of us. And so networking is about meeting those people out there who you can help, but they can also help you. Think about this. Do you want to live your entire life just looking things up online and never talking to a real person? Probably not. Now, for some really hardcore introverts, they would love that. But in order to get what you want out of your business, you're going to have to take a look at networking in a whole different way than maybe other introverts do. But yeah, think about this. Networking is nothing more than you looking to help other people and those people looking to help you. When we realize that's what it is, brings down a lot of the defensive barriers in our minds. Now, the second thing we need to take a look at as an introvert looking to grow their business through networking is you need to start with a small group. Now, I'm pretty much of an extrovert, and I've kind of grown into my extrovert skin over the years, but I remember the first time I stepped into this massive, almost 150 people networking event at the local Chamber of Commerce. It was beyond overwhelming, and every fiber in my being said, get out of here. And so that's what happens with introverts. They walk into these large 100, 150 people events, and they either just leave out the door or they stand in the corner and just wait for people to come up to them because they feel overwhelmed. So start off with a small group. If you're going to do a networking event, attend to one that has maybe 20 people, or even preferably only 10 people, something that's really super small. And it's kind of like an exercise. You're not going to learn how to run a marathon by running 20 miles all at once. No, you're going to start off small. So let's start off with a small networking group that you visit, and maybe go to bigger and a little bit bigger, and maybe eventually build yourself up to the big Chamber of Commerce networking events. But don't try to do it right away. Now, the third thing as introverts that's going to help is let the other people do most of the talking. The problem with a lot of introverts is they have this idea that they're going to have to do a lot of chitter chatter at these networking events. And the fact of the matter is, you have all these extroverts who can't wait to talk to you. Let them talk. There's no pressure for you to feel like you have to dominate a conversation. You're not designed to dominate a conversation, so don't try. Let the extroverts do what they love to do with you, and you can listen, which is really your superpower. Let that be that. You don't have to feel like you have to be at an equal in a conversation. Now, the number 4 thing that we can take a look at as an introvert who needs to grow their business by networking is be the person who asks the most questions. One of the things you can do is have a series of questions that you have developed before you go to a networking event. Now, you're not going to pull them off, read it out there to them, but have them ready. Have some ideas of what questions you want to ask. Let that person talk. And here's the whole thing you have to understand. Great networking isn't always about the answers you give. It's about the questions you ask the other person that uncovers a whole lot of different needs, not only for you, but for them. So have some really super intelligent questions written out, and you don't have to pull them out there, but at least you would know them, because when you write things out, they stick into your brain, and you can put it in your pocket if you need to. Between people you meet, pull it out and re-review the questions. Now, number 5 thing that you can do as an introvert in these networking meetings is have an elevator pitch ready when you get the question asked, so what do you do? A lot of introverts, that's the big thing they're afraid of, is getting that question, well, what do you do? And a lot of introverts kind of are not ready for it. I sell X or whatever, and they freeze up. So have an elevator pitch ready. Have something simple that says, so what do you do? And you could have a quick, maybe 30-second elevator pitch that says, well, you know, when this happens and this happens, we actually solve the problem here. It's fresh, it's easy, you memorize it, and then it just flows off your tongue. You don't have to feel like you have to grasp something out of the air. Yes, I know elevator pitches feel very fakey to you as an introvert, but they're really helpful because then once you know that elevator pitch, you can pivot off of that. You can make it your own. You can change words. You can let it flow into a conversation, but have the elevator pitch ready to go. Number 6 thing that you need to look at as an introvert is limit yourself to one networking event per week to start out with. You have to understand one of the reasons you as an introvert don't like to network is because it saps every ounce of your energy. So extroverts, here's the thing you have to understand with extroverts get enforced. Extroverts get fueled up by meeting people. They love it. They get the energy from networking. Here's the problem with you as the introvert. You feel like your energy is being drawn out of you. You're finished with a networking event and you're just wiped out. So start off with just one a week and just do that and keep that up until you feel that it's not draining every ounce of your energy. Maybe do twice a week on one week and once on another week. But that's the whole problem. A lot of introverts avoid networking because they know it's going to drain their energy, or they're aware of the energy being drained, and so they avoid it. So limit yourself to one event and start small. And then the 7th thing that we have to take a look at is, what about joining a Toastmasters group? If you're not familiar with Toastmasters, what Toastmasters does is that you are basically trained to be a public speaker, and you do it in a small group where you can get critiqued in a very positive fashion so that you can be better. You know, and so a lot of people think of Toastmasters as, oh, it's like standing up on the podium and practice public speaking. That is true, but the ancillary effect of that is you're going to improve your communication skills, and it's also going to improve your confidence in how you talk to other people. Nothing but good things to say about Toastmasters. That is probably a group you should be looking to join. Now, ultimately, we have to tell ourselves something. And this is a philosopher that once said this, and said, ask yourself, what do I fear the most? Then do it. If you have a fear of networking, just go out and do it. Now, you do not have to start big. Start small and work your way up. I can almost virtually guarantee you, when you start meeting people, when you identify people who you can help and they can help you, you're going to grow your business. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, down below, there's a link to fill out a 28 questions list of what are the things that you need to work on in your business. Fill that out. I'll get that copy and we can chat about how you can take your business to the next level. Go out there, start networking, make it a great day.